what it is, guys, and I'm gonna be real with y'all real quick. I've sat down to make this video actually a few times now, and each time I do it, there's something else I realize about what's going on here. I screwed up, pretty much, is where I'm going with this. And I think we all did, if I am real. So if there's anybody that hasn't done their Hero Ascension yet, you might be in luck. So let's talk about Hero Ascension a little bit. So Hero Ascension basically is this all-new mechanic in the game. Basically, it's a brand new way to limit break your units that can take them to all new heights. Now, we've talked about it a little bit, but I don't know if we've ever actually looked at the raw numbers. So here are my numbers right now on my my honor bell, and he is a beast, an absolute monster. If I go into war games, I'll get one of two results here. Let's just do a quick war game. See what happens here real quick. I have on my, actually I don't even have the, because I'm doing a lot of debuffing and I'm protecting my team a little bit. I'm gonna keep this in place. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch her, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna switch her because she's not really doing much for my Osphix. My Osphix is a physical type. Basically, this she makes my my thunder units do more damage. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Artemis that does the strength boost. There we are. I'm going to throw her on this team and just see what happens here. I could get clobbered. It's a high likelihood I will if I am honest. But I need that. Sorry, not Eyes. I can't remember her real name, but the new Eyes. I need her because basically she's going to be preventing us from getting poisoned because units poison left or right now. Now, this is the team I'm actually kind of afraid of facing. So I'll show this team off here at the end and kind of why I think I screwed up. This team is probably going to clean my clock if I'm real. So when it gets to turn 2, let's see if my Honor Bell will do his trick. No, he actually doesn't. So they've debuffed my Honor Bell enough. Normally, Honor Bell will hit them, and most of their life is gone in the first hit because they're absolutely beastly. Surprisingly, I won that one. But I'm going to go take a look here at this team and kind of explain why I expected to lose that run. Okay? So let's look at opponent party. Okay. So they did exactly what I thought would be smart. I'm guessing it's probably because they don't have too many dupes in them. So I would not have taken what's his face up there? I keep wanting to call him Bell. He's not Bell, the clown, whatever you call him. I would not have taken him all the way to the top. And the reason I say that is because the hero lights are really rare to come by. And what I'll talk about here, so you notice that theirs are all broken up to the up to 6-star, or I'm sorry, 3 of the 6 stars. That I think was my saving grace. So they've basically limit broken them and their, or I'm sorry, not limit, hero ascended. The word is on the tip of my tongue. Argonaut. They hero ascended Argonaut all the way up, and I think that was the mistake. If they hadn't done that, this team would have roasted me. They also open up Honor Bell here, which was a mistake. Let's talk about this, okay? If they had done what I think is smart, and again, this is all theoretical. So we're going to talk about first of all, what Hero Ascension is, and then the way I think if somebody's getting into the game right now, because I know a few people that I've just recently gotten into the game. If you guys are just now getting into the game, and you're what I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go down here to Alum, because I have ascended my my Honor Bell all the way to the tip top. This dude is as strong as he can get. His CP's maxed out on everybody. Everything's at the tip top level. All his items are level 60. This dude is the best he could possibly be. Okay, so let's go ahead and limit break him, because now here you can do limit break and you can do hero ascend. So at +5 full limit break, this dude had 2,500 health. Strength was 1,500. Physical attack was exactly the same. 1,481. 1,500 for all intents and purposes. And his agility was 798. Those are kind of his really important stats. His dex was also up there, but this kind of sort of decides his move order. This decides how hard he hits, and that decides how durable he is. Okay? Magic points, basically, that determines how long he's going to be able to do his special attacks in... and I'm sorry, not special attack. But his abilities in-game without having to just do a regular attack. So, let's look at the difference between this and a Hero Ascended unit. So remember, 2520, 1481, 798. Those are the really important ones. So, all the way Hero Ascended, he has now 3695 HP. And I think this number doesn't even include the stuff you get, because I think mine's even higher than that. I think you get a little bit more when you've got your CP all maxed out. And I'll touch on CP2 here at the end of the video. Strength is 1831, and agility is up 155 to 881. So this shows you the actual stats of how much higher that's gotten. He's almost got 550 just about more strength. That's 30%, 33%, 35%. If I'm really just quick and mathing it out there. Roughly about 35% more strength. 35% more strength on a unit that's already stupid OP. And then you take that and you consider the fact that he gives himself a 75% strength boost and a physical drop on your opponent's side. So, yeah, he hits like an absolute boss. When I say I want to see how he worked, in the best scenarios, basically when I go to attack an opponent, usually he'll take a swing and that opponent will just kind of like basically fall apart. Like the whole opponent team kind of dies in that first shot. That's when they don't debuff me. Now, as awesome as that sounds, let's go ahead and actually look at the numbers on mine. Boom. Oh, and the one thing I do want to point out here, and I'll use him as an example too. If you, let's say you just got him. You're brand new at the game, you just got this dude. You have no bonds of him whatsoever. He's just level 60. Those numbers you saw for me. So let's take a look here. So, 2520, 1481, 798. Okay? Let's go back down here. If you just take him up to full Hero Ascended, all the way up without any bonds, his HP is higher. His strength is not quite up there. It's still a double S tier. It's still 1,000. But it's about 400, give or take, less. So, he's up there. His agility isn't too hot, but his HP is really, really high. So, Hero Ascend does a lot. It does an insane amount. So, at that point, you'd only need to limit break him, I think, twice. Pretty close. A third time. So, 3 bonds now, you have similar stats with a hell of a lot more health. So, you know, you limit break him a 4th time, now you've broken what was before, and then, of course, all the way up there, he gets insane boosts. And again, that's not including, like, if you have a CP maxed out. So let's go look at mine real quick. Hero Ascension. So Hero Ascension is extremely important right now. And I'll get to what I'm talking about here in shortly, but you see my stats are a little bit higher. Strength is 1941. All that because I have a CP maxed out on everybody else. And if you're not familiar with what that is, that's fine. We'll touch on that here at the end of the video. Just follow me. Know that CP is basically another stat booster you can do on top of all this. That's all you need to know at the moment. So, look at these numbers on mine. Almost 1,000 agility, almost 4,000 health, and almost 2,000 strength. This dude is an absolute monster. And then that doesn't even include the weapons and stuff that I've put on him. So once I've got his weapons maxed out, this dude's ridiculous. I love this unit to death. So much that I actually went back and I started on Mikasa. So what I theoretically wanted to do was get one really good unit for War Games, the event that's currently running. That's kind of your PvP, your 4 on, or technically 6 on 6. It starts off with 4 and you have 2 more in clutch. I want to start off with War Games with one unit that I knew was just going to just kill it. And then one unit, Mikasa, who would be good in Wrecker Buster. Because remember, Wrecker Buster is the 6 on 1. So, he's an AoE. She's a single target unit. She's still on my War Games team, but that's because of her stats. So, why did I do it this way? I did it this way because I presumed, going into Wrecker Buster, and not quite knowing how Wrecker Buster works out, but knowing how War Games works this time around, I'll explain here at the end. I presumed that having one really good unit for war games would be enough to kind of tug me along and get my usual spot of, King 1 just on the cusp of hero, but then obviously, probably falling on my nose. It's the way it always works. I always get up to King 1 and then I can't. That hurdle's really difficult to get over. Then having a unit that I can throw into Record Buster, and then Record Buster, we don't know what the next Record Buster is, but if it's a repeat of the last two, then that Record Buster is going to be a lot easier with her. I'm assuming it's going to be something a little harder, a little bit different, and I'm sure that the scope of people's damage is going to increase. But then I wanted a unit that I'd be able to do that with. So here's the caveat. So let's go ahead and look at Otaro real quick. This is the next dude that I want to Hero Ascend. If I was going to Hero Ascend him, it won't let me right now because I need 5 Hero Lights. Okay? Hero Light is the thing you use to unlock your level 60 4-star unit. There's only a handful of units that at this point in time in the game, only a handful of units that you can actually ascend. Not all your 4 stars will ascend, but a few of them will, and a couple of them are free to place, in fact. So what they've done is they've given us just enough to limit break one completely. I say limit break. Ascend one in its entirety. Ascend another just to a certain point. And then start, because you see I've got 2 left over. That's enough to actually Hero Ascend a free-to-play unit. Now, Argonaut here is a free-to-play unit. I could use my 2 Hero Lights on him. I'm not going to. I'm going to calculate this a little bit better, but once again, I'll explain here in a moment. I know there's a lot of lead up to this because when I figured out what I did wrong, it was like, what in the crap? I wish I could go back and fix this issue. So, to Hero Ascend a main unit, you need 5 of those Hero Lights, okay? So, to get Mikasa up to the next level, I need another 5 Hero Lights. So that means I have now spent 15 Hero Lights. And I'm not 100% certain. I don't recollect because the way I did it for the first video, and I have to go back and rewatch it. I don't recall if there's Hero Lights required for the next levels, but I'm just going to go on a limb here and assume that I've blown 15 Hero Lights and not 20-something and really depressed myself. So those of you that actually have the sheer number of Hero Lights that you got from the beginning, more power to you. Wait for what I'm about to say here. Okay? Don't get too crazy yet, because I think I screwed up royally. So I've blown at least 10, if not 15 or 20 on Bell to get him all the way up there to his badass state. Mikasa, on the other hand, I've only blown 5 on, so I'm not worse for wear there. But with the new units that we just got in the latest summon, when you get them, where does she go? Where's Fina? There she is. Notice with Mikasa, she no longer has that rainbow outline. She has that kind of purple outline. Bell has the purple with the gold stuff spinning around him. Okay? If I go down here to Fina, you'll notice Fina has that purple outline as well, but I have not ascended her. Fina and all the other adventures, I don't remember all their names. I remember Garamuth or whatever his name was. Yeah, Garnet. I don't remember his damn name. Basically Garrett. Yeah, but anyway. All 4 of our brand new adventurers are ascended. They have their ascensions unlocked natively. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to snag her. I'm going to go in here, and I could just upgrade her up to the next level. Pretty straightforward stuff. It's the basic animation. And now she has a purple star. I could take her up to the next level. It's not going to hurt anything right now because I've got plenty of these hero... yeah. Not Hero Fauna, but Awaken... yeah. Ascension Fauna. I'm not doing anything with it at the moment. That's, the thing. So now I'm down to 20 Awakening Fauna. I could do this one more time. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So now she is 3 purple stars. Okay. Note, I now need 5 of these to go to the next level. But wait. I've already awakened Mikasa over here. And I've already awakened Belle. So if I had been intelligent about this and thought about it before I actually did it, and not... If I'd actually looked into this a little more, if you go down here and you have been summoning on the banners, the banners are double rates, and you play your cards right, it's going to be about 4,000, Iris to do it properly. But realistically, it doesn't take that long to farm up Iris, and we're getting about 2,000 Iris just for logins right now. So if you haven't spent this stuff, I think you're starting to see what I'm seeing. Instead of awakening Mikasa, ascending Mikasa and ascending Belle, what I should have done is I should have gotten at least 3, if not all 4, of the adventurers and ascended them. I could have all 3 of them, I believe, unless I'm mistaken in my math here. Someone probably is going to flame me in the comment section down below for not knowing exactly why, or exactly how many it takes to do all the thing. I tried to look it up, and it's kind of vague. I think it's only the 5, though. It could be wrong, but I think it's only the 5. Even if it isn't, Belle's kind of the telling tale. I could have ascended 3, if not all 4 of my adventurers all the way, really high up there, and maybe even fed them dupes, and been destroying war games right now. Because that's what happens. If I go into war games, go back into arena, and I come up against a team that typically has all of them properly used, then I get my clock cleaned. And I'm talking about this team is really bloody good. This team I have vetted. I mean, okay, they're not the best team in the world. I will admit that. There's the holes in my team. It's just kind of the best units I've got at the moment. And they do, you can see, they hit hard. They do a fantastic job. But if I see on that team 2, 3, or even, worst case, 4 of those new units, I pretty much kiss that run off. Because I can guarantee you they have ascended those units almost completely up. And I think I've seen 3 fully ascended units in a team at this point. And unless I'm mistaken, I don't even believe there's a whale box that gives you extra hero lights at the moment. So let's go look at this team. So you'll notice they kind of made a similar judgment. They've somewhat ascended these 3 units. I don't know where their CP levels and all that are, but you get the basic concept. They could do so much more if they had saved their hero lights and thrown them just into these new summonable units. Now, again, not everybody's going to have the Iris, not everybody's going to have this, that, or the other thing. But right now, I feel like that's a recipe for a really, really awesome War Games team. Okay? Let's look at this person's War Games party. Okay. See, this person did very similar to what I was kind of planning. So they've unlocked the one dude. They've unlocked old girl down there. I can't remember her name. And obviously this is Wales. Somebody's spent a lot of money on this account. But let me see if I could find, because I think a lot of people overlooked this. Now, I could be wrong. This is just my calculation. But clicking the wrong thing every time. Popular unit is what I'm looking for. So I know Elamina, that's her name. I know she's really popular. I haven't seen too many Finas. Elamina's really, really good. Thing with Fina has a huge boost that people aren't paying attention to. Elamina's the first one I looked at that I really love because I need her for my dark team. But yeah, I want to say you could build a killer team right now. Now, I'm not saying get to Hero 1, but I'm saying you could get up there. You know, probably King 1 minimum. So, kind of a shortcut team. Now, obviously, for that, you'd have to do CP levels and all that. So yes, this is a little bit of an introduction into Hero Ascension, and also into a little bit of strategy for war games. Now, I don't know how this is going to bode for Record Buster. We'd have to see that when Record Buster comes back next week. But remember, the reason that I'm focusing so much on this as far as war games goes is, A, war games is what's live right now. B, if we go back here into rewards, look at that. They added Ascension Fallen. Ascension Fallen. Oh my god. Hold up. I didn't even... Okay, no. Okay, you're only getting Ascension Fallen for this. You're not getting any kind of Hero Lights. So, yeah. God, when Hero Lights become a commodity. When you're actually able to farm them and get stuff with them, that's going to be disgusting. So, 700 Iris is 100 Iris shy of 2 multi-summons. So, War Games is extremely lucrative. If it were me, I would kind of go more towards War Games because you can still get a lot of damage out of... So, with Record Buster, a lot of it comes down to the damage you can produce. And if you're not like in the top 1,000, it's hard to get in the top 1,000. If you're not in the top 1,000, you kind of aren't really you're getting kind of those base rewards. It's real easy to get in the top 5,000, not so much top 1,000. So anything from top 1,000, top 5,000 pays 500 Iris. I've gotten that almost every time I've done Record Buster because it's really simple to get to. I don't know if it'd be any different. So for me, what I'm really thinking is what's a great way to get higher in War Games faster. That's why I'm saying I would probably try to ascend my units. Get the new units, put them on the team, and ascend them, and put some really good assists on them. That's all I'm saying. Now, quick talk about CP. If you're not familiar with CP, yeah, CP reward list right here. So like Mikasa is fully, she's level 30 on this side. So you see all this Iris, but you also see Endurance plus 3, Agility plus 10, MP plus 100 or plus 10, Strength plus 12, etc., etc. So the higher your CP level is, you get a ton of rewards for that. Fina is not level. She's got 18 left, so basically I should have to use her in a couple of runs on a regular campaign. I'm not going to lose that. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. She's just going to be thrown on a team and used. So you see if I go up here, the last one she's got, where does she get level 30? I get a hero falling at level 30. I'm not losing sleep over that. That'll happen when it happens. So she's right now as strong in this band as I can get her. So if I go back over here to Belle, though, she needs work. So here's Belle's side. Go to character. And go to character list. Yeah, see, she's not up here now. She's way down here. But you notice Argonaut's pretty far up there. Where'd he go? Argonaut's at CP level 29. Okay. So, why am I talking about CP level? Well, A, on top of just giving them a huge boost, right now, with these brand new units we got, let's go to the event. Let's go to the Argonaut story event. And I'm going to go to the exchange. In the exchange, we have, there's 7 more hero lights here. So if you haven't farmed those up, make sure you do that. That's going to help you out drastically. Ascension Fallen, I'll fart around with later because as you can see I'm already swimming in it and I'm not worried. If I go down here into the notes, so notes on Yuri, notes on Ryulu, I'm going to buy some notes on Ryulu. In fact, I'm just going to, I'm going to max them out because I can just farm the rest of that later. I'm not worried about that. 53 notes on Ryulu. Alright, the notes on Ryulu, normally with a unit here, let's go here into Hero Ascension. I'm sorry, not Hero Ascension, I'm sorry, character list. My brain's stuck on it because it's technically a Hero Ascension video. Go to character list, and I'm going to go down here to Ryulu. There's Fina. I've got Ryulu, but have I not done anything with her? She might be all the way at the bottom. Let's see. Anya Kitty. I know, I haven't done... There she is. So, no, she's not got anything in her at all yet. Alright? So, if I go into here, offer present, normally they'll say, okay, single flower is 200. Normal items are 100. Books of the Argonaut, you'll notice, is CP 5. Not great. Not a great turnaround. But if I go to notes on Ryulu, 500. And they are farmable right now. So I maxed that out. That's not going to quite get her up to level 30. There's not enough notes to get all your units up to max level. But A, she's now level 27. So I got a huge amount of boosts out of that. There's Agility 10, Dex 8, MP 10, Strength 12, etc., etc., etc. You have to do this in all 3 units. So you start off with Belle. when you play through I think it's just the first campaign of the Ice list, you awaken her, and same with Leafia. So you have to do this for all 3 sides, pretty much. You change it out there on the main screen like I did before. So if I go out here, click that up at the top, that little refresh looking button, says next update at 20. So now I'm in Ice's page. If I go back to character, and I go back to character list, notice it's different. It's even a different color. So Ryulu is going to be all the way down here at the bottom. Or is she? Did I already give her some? Maybe I gave her some earlier and I wasn't paying attention. Where's she at? Where you at, girl? Where you at, girl? There she is, level 14. So I already gave her some, actually. So if I go here to offer present, I'm not going to have any more. The only thing I've got now are the flowers. I could give her a flower, but I'm not going to. So you get 100 of each, and that's not quite enough to get them up to level 30 on all 3. But let's go back to the event and the Argonaut Chronicles and the gacha this time. In the gacha, let it load. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There we are. So if I go down here, notice the notes are in here as well. Now, it's for one draw. You can get a ton of... If you do not, by the time this ends, have all of those units, there's enough Iris to do another run, because you're going to be getting them all up to that level. In fact, if I throw Ryulu and Fina on another team, they'll just be getting CP levels based on whoever I'm on at this point in time, which pretty much means I'd be a fool not to go back there to Leafia and do that. So I throw Fina and Leafia, or I'm sorry, Fina with a Ryulu assist on just a team that I'm grinding out. They're just going to be getting CP like this. Before long, Fina's going to be level 30. It would take like 3 or 4 runs. You kind of get the basic concept. So if you're using this intelligently, you could build a stellar team right now. Hero Ascended that would just be rocking war games. Absolutely destroying war games. I firmly believe. I have no solidified proof of this, but I think that's how you should be doing it right now. On top of that, you can get all their CPs up to level 30. Now, they also have dedicated weapons. So we can go into the blacksmith here, and you go to crafting. And, okay, I'm sorry. No, take that back. They're not dedicated weapons, but they're weapons indeed. So, glorious bow, glorious blade. There you go. So the glorious weapons. I take that back. I thought they had dedicated weapons. I stand corrected. They're not dedicated, but they're... Well, actually, I take that back. Woven lore details. Yeah, that's for Yuri. So, yeah, no, they are dedicated weapons. That's right. That one's for Galamus. I'm sorry. Glorious axe is not part of it. The glorious items are something else. So, yeah. Every one of them have a dedicated weapon. Pay attention. Level up all their weapons. Level them up to level 30. If you haven't spent your hero lights yet, give those for the hero lights, and you should be rocking more games. Now, again, I could be wrong on this. This is 100% speculation, but it just seems to make sense if you follow me logically, mathematically. I think that's the smartest thing to do right now. I screwed up, and that's why I'm remaking this video. So let me know if you guys have tried that out. Again, this is theoretical, but I'm sure someone's going to argue with me in the comments section. That's all right. I would kind of love to know the way I did it was right, but that's Hero Ascension. That's what you need to be doing right now, and that's 2nd anniversary. Those units, those four adventurers are already ascended. You just have to give them their stats. That's it, guys. That's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And actually, you brought up a really interesting question. Let me go to not character list. I want to go to the album. I keep clicking there because I'm used to that not scrolling. Let's go down to album because I just have to think of something. This could actually blow my theory out of the water. Alright. So I'm going to snag Fina here. Okay. So she should get a 1-star right off the bat, I believe. So when she's level 60, which is this right here, those are roughly about the stats we see. So I send her up here. If you ascend her all the way, those are fantastic stats. What if we MLB her? Those are great stats. Look at that. A triple S magic. So yeah, if you hero ascend her, she's great. She'll be awesome for you, even if you only get a +2. Those are great stats. Guys, I don't know what else to tell you. I screwed up. Hopefully you didn't. Hopefully you saw this coming. I have not seen a terrible number of people that have, though, that seem to have see what I see now. I think everyone did it the same way I did it. And I think I was wrong, and I think the rest of us were wrong. And hopefully, if someone hasn't done the hero ascensions yet, go do it. They're disgusting. And make sure you do it on these units. And kick my ass in war games. I deserve it at this point. That's the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up on Booker. I'll be back with more Danmachi here very soon. In fact, I got another video I think is going to come out today because this one was supposed to be out tomorrow. Or yesterday. Words and places and times and things.